Today we are exploring locally, looking at the Blackdown Barracks to Bisley Barracks line, shown here as the northern dotted line above Brookwood. The dotted line to the south of Brookwood is the Brookwood Cemetery line, which we explored in episode 1. Brookwood is on the London Waterloo to Bournemouth line and is found between Woking and Farnborough. The line was opened in 1890 to serve the National Rifle Association ranges that dot the area around Bisley Camp. It was heavily used in the First World War and again in the Second World War for the training of troops. Use continued to be very heavy in that the 1947 Austerity Olympics, based in London, did their shooting events at Bisley, so passengers were transported to the games along the Bisley line. Two other interesting points to note. It was a source of a serious crash in 1898 when 23 soldiers were injured at Bisley Camp, and it was destroyed by Martians in 1897, according to H.G. Wells' War of the Worlds. More on that in a minute. Two apps to help with today's adventures, made known by subscribers D and P, which are simply brilliant. The first is the openrailwaymap.org, which shows every railway line in the world and also shows abandoned railway lines, the abandoned ones being in black and white dots. The second app is the side-by-side map by the National Libraries for Scotland, although it's available to everyone and it covers the whole of the UK, which shows historic maps and the modern satellite view side by side right next to each other in the same place. Brilliant.
Blackdown Barracks is the old name for what became Deep Cut Barracks in the same place. The Bisley line was single track and travelled along this embankment. Oopsie, I kicked the football over the edge.
And here is that Bisley line train, a simple push-pull steam train with a 10 mph speed limit to cover the short distances. The area we are going to explore today is shown by the flashing icons to the left or the cursor movements to the right. We are only exploring this area for one simple reason. It's Ministry of Defence land to the west and it's a firing range to the east. The barriers to exploring here are a little more than just Mr. Lazy's hut. The line was expanded and dismantled several times depending on army requirements. Here is its full configuration.
Here is a train in the old days going over the bridge in Bisley.
The Bisley line left the Waterloo to Bournemouth line around this point in Brookwood, travelled across this bridge and then went over this embankment here. We've explored this embankment for many years and it has many happy memories.
Cute.
You certainly are, Aaron. You certainly are. Looking for Bisley Camp Station,
we found a few small clues of
there's bits of it here.
the distance and one big clue.
At Bisley Camp Station, the line splits. Here is the extension that continues on to the firing ranges, and here's where the station would have been at those firing ranges. The other section continues on to Blackdown along the embankment.
You got plenty of other footballs.
Let's finish the episode each with one question.
The Bisley line also transported spectators in the 1948 Olympics, plus the Queen. Maybe
Well, royalty was certainly at those Olympics, Aaron, and the Queen does like shooting at Bisley, seen here in 1993, firing a simply massive machine gun with the eloquence and poise only Her Majesty can deliver. I've checked all the archive footage from 1948 Olympics, but sadly there's no pictures of the Queen at Bisley, so I don't think she used that train line. And in fact, if I look further into it, she definitely didn't. She was 6 months pregnant with King Charles III, as he now is, at the time. My question, well, it's a little bit different. Was Bisley Camp possibly the first train station in the world to be destroyed by Martians? I conclude the answer might be yes. In Chapter 5 of War of the Worlds, the tripods unleash their terrifying heat ray from Maybury Hill in Woking. Recreating the angles, the heat ray would fire straight across Knapp Hill and over the Bisley line, incinerating any train aficionados who were inspecting the station. We enjoyed the researching and exploring in this episode.